Let's make Liberian styled water green Torborsoyae. Like always, I'm starting off with my meats using smoked turkey, crab, chicken feet, smoked chicken, and country chicken. I'm also going to be using some dried protein, that is shrimp, bony, and dried fish. I want to get all of my meats prepped, so I'm breaking down my crab, and then I'm going to move over to my dried chicken, making sure to cut it into the sizes that I would need it to be when I'm ready to cook it. Once all that prep is done, I am going to transfer my meats over into my pots and then get my dried fish and bony and everything else ready. Good tip here for your bony is to make sure you debone it, because you will choke if you do not do that. And then add everything into your pot and get that ready all to be seasoned. I make sure to season my meats extra well because I try to avoid seasoning more towards the end of the soup as I'm cooking it, because it just tends to be a lot better this way. I'm then going to move over to getting my onions ready. I'm going to use half an onion as well as 5 or 6 habanero peppers, letting all of that blend together before adding it onto my meats with some water and the remaining half of the other onion. Signaling the name of the soup, I didn't add a lot of water in my meat to steam because once I add in the water greens, it's going to start rising with the water that's already in it, as you can see here. Once the water is all dry, I then add my Torborgee oil and let that cook with the soup. And once everything is cooked together, I turn off the stove and start prepping my country soda. I add a little bit of water in the country soda and let that dissolve before adding it to the soup, mixing everything together, and then moving over to my other soda, this one right here, and then mixing that together. In the end, you want your soup to look like this. And again, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Tima's Taste.